Hong Kong is a city with an unusual amount of great mountain bike rides. In this special edition of Drone and Phone, mountain bike enthusiast David Ogg takes us on a ride across Lamma Island. Well, hi and welcome to Drone and Phone. As promised last week, I'm here with a good friend, David Ogg. Thank you so much for coming and welcome to Drone and Phone.
Good to be here.
Now, I need to qualify at the very start. David is not a professional mountain biker. He's just a very keen amateur who volunteered to help me as I was struggling last week, as you've seen that episode, with some of the downhills, because I wanted to take on something a little bit more technical. Now, we had planned to go up and take on Tin Man, which is one of the best mountain bike trails, but as you can see, it's throwing it down with the rain. So we've tried another one more locally, but we didn't get lucky. We still got sopping wet, so we weren't able to film with the drone and do the things that we want to do. But I want to quickly ask Dave for some advice, because coming from where I am, an amateur, if I wanted to get up and try some of these more advanced mountain bike trails, now I've been trying on one of your bikes today and finding it quite difficult. What would I need to do? What do you think are the best steps forward?
First of all is getting yourself a good bike. For these type of trails we've done today, you're looking at a mid-travel bike, something with decent suspension, brakes, everything else. Dropper post is another essential bit for riding the trails.
Let me break this up quickly. So brakes, the brakes that I had were the old traditional pad brakes, but you've got something different, right?
Well, on the bike I've lent you today, you've got disc brakes, which are similar to the disc brakes on this.
Okay.
But your actual discs are smaller, so they're not as powerful. These are more powerful, so when you're going on more technical terrain and down steeper hills, you know you've got the power there to stop you.
So a disc brake will help you stop quicker or be more reliable than the old pads that we used to have?
Pretty much, yeah. The old cantilever ones now, no, not on mountain bikes.
And you said you were able to make your seat go up higher. Now that's why would you want to do that?
When your seat is at full extension, you've got maximum pedal efficiency. So that's good for going up hills. When you get to downhills and anything with technical rocks and jumps and drops and ledges, if you lower the seat out of the way, you can lower your center of gravity, and therefore you will feel much more stable and more secure on the bike. It allows you to handle the bike better. On your bike today, as you found out, without the dropper post, you're teetering. Yeah. And it feels like you're...
I'm going to just bring this into shot here. This is the bike that I was lent today, just so that we know what you're talking about, because you won't see me on the film today. And what about safety equipment? What other things should you get? I've got a helmet, but what else? I see you have some other stuff as well that can help you.
For off-road riding, helmet is essential, and also these days the helmet tends to spread down the back a little bit more, covering the cranium here. These are the new type helmets that are different from the cross-country type helmets that you're wearing now.
Okay.
Also, pads, pretty much essential when you're riding the type of terrain we've done today. So knee pads, quite heavy duty, so if you take a fall and even land on a rock. Okay,
I'm just going to move the camera down a little bit so you can see those. Yeah.
And elbow pads as well.
Pads, okay.
And if you end up doing faster downhill terrain, then even more padding can be a very good idea. Full body armor, shoulder pads and everything else. But for general riding, like we've been doing today on the technical trails, helmet, pads, knee and elbow.
What is Hong Kong like for mountain bike trails? Because I think from what I've discovered so far, that the basic trails that we start with, the 5 best bike rides that I'm showing in this series, they're all pretty basic. They're sort of for family going out.
Yeah.
But I think there seems to be a lot of really nice bike trails as well. Is that for more experienced people?
There is. There's a lot of technical trails. This one we've done today is considered quite a technical trail. And there's even more technical trails than that available. But Hong Kong's quite known for that. So if you can ride these type of trails and your skill level starts to get up a little bit higher, you can do pretty well in most places.
And Tai Mo Shan has got some of the best trails, is that right?
It's got an assortment of most of the best trails, but also the Lamma, the Project X one we did today, is considered a very good trail. And a lot of people come from over in town and central and they'll travel this way just to ride that trail we did.
Okay.
It's got a lot of character.
Great. Well, if you're looking for a experienced bike ride, I highly recommend it. I've had a really fun day despite the rain, so thank you very much for that, Dave, and hopefully we'll go out with you again later when the rain clears up and we get a chance to really get some nice drone footage of you going down at the speeds that you do.
Thank you. See you at the bottom.
Next week we'll be back to our normal schedule with the last in the series of Hong Kong's 5 best bike rides. As always, if you like this show and never want to miss an episode, you can like our Facebook page on facebook.com/drone and phone. You'll also find all our previous episodes nicely catalogued with maps and all sorts of stuff over at droneandphone.com. My name is DJ Clark and this is Drone and Phone.